Okay, we're going to be looking at the ERIC database, doing some searching. So what I started with was inquiry and history. Now I knew that this would be quite broad. I'm asking it to find all my search terms, and there we go. So there you go. As I said, it would be quite broad, over 2,000. And when I looked through them, not very many of them were useful. So what I did was I went back to my search and tried to narrow it down a bit. So I try guided inquiry in quotes and history. Oh dear, history in quotation marks, so guided inquiry stays together. And I'm going to keep Boolean, the Boolean phrase, and I'm going to apply related words, and I'm going to limit it with full text. So when we do that, we'll narrow it down, but it narrowed it far too far. 5 was not ideal, and it came up with a lot of science articles, and I'm looking for history ones, so that was no good at all. So I went back to the search. I'm looking at inquiry based learning in quotes and history, not science, because I wanted to eliminate that science element. I'm going to apply related words, but I'm not going to limit the full text this time. So when we searched that, we came up with 14, which is still a very narrow search, but I knew I was looking to narrow it down anyway. I actually added some of these to my folder. This one I had already read on A+ Education, but you can add it to your folder, which adds it over to here, but I don't really want that one, so I'll remove it from there. So then what I did was I went back to the basic search, and 14 is too narrow, so I want to broaden that search a little bit. So I'm putting guided inquiry and education in brackets, so it finds all of those terms together, and then I want not science. I'm going to apply related words again because it might give me guided enquiry or inquiry learning, those sorts of things. So that's how we're going to use that. I am not going to limit it to full text because I'm trying to broaden my search here. So let's go to search. And as I suspected, it really broadened the search to 114, which is still a manageable amount of articles. And a lot of these proved quite useful. As you can see, I've already added some to my folders. And then what will happen is I will go to the folder view and read through those articles and use them in my work if they're useful.